HAKU welcomes the opportunity to provide insight on the critical role we are playing in assisting increase Hispanic representation in the federal government. HAKU represents over 450 colleges and universities committed to higher education success in the United States and Puerto Rico. Collectively, these institutions enroll more than 4.8 million students. There are almost 2 million Hispanics enrolled in college today, with HAKU member institutions enrolling 1.2 million of these students. HAKU is the only national education association that represents Hispanic-serving institutions. As we have heard from Chairman Gonzalez, due to the increased Hispanic population, it can be said that our nation's economic and social success rests on the level of skills and knowledge attained by Hispanics. Education indisputably is the key, and HAKU is committed to Hispanic success in education. To this end, HAKU maintains more than 30 formal memorandum of understanding and partnership agreements with federal agencies, offices, and businesses to increase infrastructure and member institution and create opportunities for their students. One of the most highly regarded programs to introduce Hispanics into careers in the federal government is the HAKU National Internship Program. This program began in 1992 with 24 students working in Washington, D.C. The success of this initial endeavor led to the rapid expansion of the program to other federal agencies. For example, during 2007, the program welcomed 626 students participating in 25 federal agencies and 6 private corporations in Washington, D.C. and throughout the entire country. These individuals came from 34 states and Puerto Rico. The academic background of these students were also diverse in that they represented 100 different academic majors, including engineering, human resources, communications, business, finance, electronics, computer science, law, and law enforcement, among some of the ones we would like to mention. The program has also been well recognized for its contributions. For example, the HAKU National Internship Program is point 4 in OPM's 9-point Hispanic Employment Plan. Moreover, OPM Director has also recognized the internship program and the HAKU Cooperative Education Program as best practice tools for the recruitment of Hispanics into the federal workforce. Both programs directly respond to Executive Order 13171. The benefit of partnering with HAKU is that we complete a lot of the groundwork for federal agencies by recruiting and member institutions, pre-screening and matching a student's academic background with an agency's mission-critical occupation needs. We also coordinate the students' travel and facilitate housing. Through partnering with HAKU, federal agencies have been able to offer internships and permanent positions to thousands of Hispanics. Over the past 15 years, the program has provided professional development opportunities to over 7,000 students. To measure the impact of the program, an independent analysis was completed in 2007. The results show that the program clearly increases professional career opportunities for program participants and is truly a best practice in the recruitment of Hispanics into the federal workforce. Survey highlights include, as a result of their internship experience, over 90% of the participants consider working with the federal government. That's a 44% increase compared to their intentions prior to completing their internship. Nearly 38% of the survey respondents now work in the federal government.
38%.
85% of the participants expect that their internship experience will be useful to them 10 years from now. The report's conclusion was that the program has changed the lives of many students for the better. It has fostered learning and development career abilities and provided them federal government and other agencies with educated, experienced pool of potential employees. Internship programs like the HAKU National Internship Program are critical to bridging the chasm that currently exists between Hispanic college students and federal agencies by introducing college students to the opportunities that exist in the federal government and addressing their desire to become part of the federal workforce. Since 2000, Hispanics have accounted for half of the population growth in the United States. However, Hispanics are the only underrepresented ethnic group in the federal workforce, comprising 7.7 versus 13.3 of the civilian labor force. As the numbers of enrolled Hispanics in the United States increase and improve, the percentage of Hispanic representation in the federal workforce is not keeping pace. As we all know, studies estimate that the federal government may lose almost half of its workforce in the next decade. One of the most obvious recruitment strategies is that federal agencies should conduct outreach and recruitment activities where Hispanic students are found in higher numbers. Specifically, federal agencies need to develop strategic partnerships with Hispanic-serving institutions since they enroll the majority of Hispanics in college today. Federal agencies should also look to establish and maintain lasting relationships with HSIs, with departments and schools where they find students. And agencies should look to increase the number of Hispanic students that participate in existing federal student programs. Lastly, federal agencies should develop an effective student internship program with Hispanic organizations that have access to Hispanic college students that can serve as third-party internship providers. We truly A truly representative government workforce is important for public policy goal since it affects a government's ability to meet the needs of its citizens. That's the end of my statement. I stand and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gill.